It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
You ain't going nowhere.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. To throw right away is Howell.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
There at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Howell from the gun. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Howell's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Commanders. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
here's a handoff out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 3rd down and 1. Powell going to audible to something else. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On 1st down, Howell. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Short throw to Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Goes right back to Smith again. Big strides. Look at him go. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Burrow. Now he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And Burrow going to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10.
12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown.
Herb Smith Jr.
laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
On one, ready? Stop!
Off the play fake, here's Burrow, rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Higgins goes in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr. with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzer. help the D lineman to make the play.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
And Howe will throw it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals! T. Higgins, 33 yards. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. McPherson on for the point after.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
That's the score. Bengals 28, Commanders 6. To kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here's Howe.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked by Logan Wilson. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now Burrow on first down. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
11, Thomas. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley from 8 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commander 6. McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Robinson with another carry. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Howell going to go for it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Now Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Robinson. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Robinson. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Hunt will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
You know, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are an extra point away from going up by 30. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Tackled there by Jordan Battle.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Okuegbunam.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Okay, ready?
2nd down and 8. Throwing here, Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Commanders 12.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Hal now to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Burrow looking to pass. He completes it to Ridley. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now they go screen, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
accomplished.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here we go. 11.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Touchdown, Bengals! Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Bengals extend their lead yet again. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Commanders 12. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
I got you, boy.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Off play action. It's Howell. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howell.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Commanders' first down.
And Howell will throw it.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
2nd and 10. Here's Howell.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Howell.
And now here is another interception.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Howell out of the shotgun.
And my goodness, another interception.
Tanner Muse with it.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Howell's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On one, ready?
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Gun.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, you know, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings us second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
11,
Now
11,
Burrow
11,
changing
11,
things up here.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
McPherson on for the point after.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56, Commanders 14. Evan McPherson to the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Now Howell.
He's got a man complete.
Still going inside the 20.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
56, Commanders 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. They're going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
11.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Howell with one final shot. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. Scoring game, Charles, and we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Bengals, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll have a few
it.